Hey there, welcome to Devo on the Go, 2-minute devotions you can do anytime, basically anywhere. Not too long ago, I had to give a presentation over the phone for work. The dilemma was that the exact time I was to present, I was also to be getting 4 kiddos out the door to school. So I came up with this brilliant plan. I would have them in their coats and their backpacks. I would set them in front of the television. When the alarm rang, they would silently walk up the steps. They would quietly walk out the door and get into the van, where I would have strategically placed a lollipop on each of their seats. They would eat the lollipops on the way to school, keeping them quiet as I continued my presentation. It was foolproof. It was genius. What could possibly go wrong? So the day of the presentation arrives. I get them situated in front of the TV. I hear the alarm go off. They quietly walk up the steps. They silently walk out the door to the van. I am winning this thing. I dig back into my presentation with a little more cockiness than I had before. When out of the corner of my eye, I see the 4-year-old exit the vehicle, sobbing, walking back up the steps directly towards the house with an unwrapped lollipop. And it is that exact moment when I realized the fatal misstep of my plan. I had failed to show the color choices of the lollipops to the children before placing them on the seat. And to a 4-year-old, the wrong color lollipop is a life and death situation. I am in the middle of my presentation, and I do what any other mom would do. I run upstairs to the 2nd floor, hoping that he will stay outside sobbing. He doesn't. I run into the bedroom and I quickly realize that we do not have a lock on our bedroom door. He has now made his way inside. He is pounding up the steps. So I run into the bathroom. I close the door. I lock it. I turn the fan on. He is now outside the bathroom door, pounding on it, sobbing, because I am the only one that can change the color of his lollipop. And at that moment, thank goodness, a person on the phone asked a question. I press mute, I grab the 4-year-old, I leap down the steps, and in one of my finer mama moments, I grab the entire bag of lollipops and the 4-year-old and chuck them both outside, close the door, click unmute, and answer the question without pausing. I peek out of the window and I see that the 4-year-old is quietly crouched looking at all the lollipop options that are strewn all over the brick patio. He finds the color he wants, he unwraps it, he pops it into his mouth, and happy as can be, walks down to the car without a backwards glance to me. And it reminded me a lot of me in times of crisis, when I'm worried and fearful and life is crazy and uncertain. And in those moments, I'm doing whatever it takes to find God, to beg him to change the color of the lollipop that I've been given. I am praying, I am digging into the Word, and I find I'm closer to God than I have been in a while in those moments. And then a funny thing starts to happen. Once those prayers start to be answered, when life settles back down, I tend to say, "Oh God, thank you, that was the color lollipop I was looking for." And I go off happily, and I'm not in prayer as much. I'm not digging into the Word as much. I'm not connecting as much. And I want to stop doing that. I want to seek that closeness with God at all times, to pray without ceasing in the easy times and the hard times. And so that's my challenge to you and to me this week. No matter what lollipop color you have right now, to intentionally be pounding on that bathroom door, to connect with God on that level. And that's it. Until next week, keep finding your laughter, faith, and joy. And for you new mamas out there, here is my tip from me to you. The lollipop is the mama's greatest superpower. It is small. It is compact. It can be hidden in a purse, in a pocket. It is socially appropriate in every situation, including weddings, funerals, and airline travel. Don't leave home without it. You can thank me later.